In a completely disgusting display of what has happened to the Republican Party, Duck Dynasty reality show star Phil Robertson is going to be honored at the 2015 Conservative Political Action Conference, this is CPAC, with the Andrew Breitbart Defender of the First Amendment Award. He equated gay people to drunks and terrorists in a GQ article. He suggested the best way to deal with ISIS is to convert them or kill them, which is exactly the policy of ISIS towards others. He maintains that he's as much of a homophobe as Jesus was, and Phil Robertson says that orthodox liberal opinion leads to sexually transmitted diseases. And they seem to just love him at CPAC and at Breitbart. Breitbart's executive chairman, Stephen Bannon, said, quote, try not to throw up when you hear this, Phil has the guts to do and say what most politicians in Washington won't. You must adhere to your conservative beliefs, all of them, and never surrender or compromise them for anyone. We are proud supporters of the Robertsons. The Republican Party is officially celebrating a retrograde bigot who made a fool out of himself and of Sean Hannity when Sean Hannity had him on as some kind of foreign policy expert. They are officially rewarding saying the kind of bigoted and offensive things that lead to discrimination, hate crimes, and the embarrassment of the United States around the modern world. You get a reward from the Republican Party now.
And he's not the only person like this in recent times that we've talked about. I mean, Republicans have a tendency to take these people and turn them into heroes.
Yeah.
There was like Joe the plumber, and there was, I mean, any number.
Brendan Ike, the Mozilla CEO who made an anti-gay donation.
Yep. They just turn these people into heroes. I feel like that's something the liberals don't really do as often.
No, I completely agree with you. And even the award he's been given tells us a lot. It's named after the late Andrew Breitbart, who was involved in a heinous race baiting scandal where he selectively edited a speech by Shirley Sherrod meant to make her appear racist when she was actually saying the exact opposite of that. And that is the award that Phil Robertson is getting. And I read that and then I said, I have to see what's happening at CPAC, because if they're giving Phil Robertson an award, this is going to be just an insane conference. And I use that term pretty loosely. Here's the lineup of who's speaking at CPAC. Donald Trump, invited by the Republican Party, speaking at CPAC. Marsha Blackburn, who's a climate science denier, all-around lunatic. Rick Santorum, needs no explanation. Sam Brownback, whose tax cuts have destroyed the Kansas economy. Scott Walker, who has destroyed Wisconsin jobs. Rick Perry, again, complete political lunatic, needs no explanation. Ben Carson, they're going to have a black guy to try to get on the record that they're not racist, in spite of the fact that he said that Obamacare is as bad as slavery. That people should really look at Mein Kampf if they want to understand Obama's plan for America, that modern-day America is very much like Nazi Germany. Quite an intellectual and well-rounded group of speakers. If you look at that list, giving an award to Phil Robertson is not really that much of a stretch.
No, this is what CPAC is like every year. It's always a circus or a freak show, and it's, yeah. I feel like we should attend one of these years.
Well, I thought about it. One year we did actually have a press pass and it just didn't work out. And, you know, it is annoying and complex to get down there and actually broadcast from conferences often. I'm actually starting to develop a mobile studio. A lot of the parts are easy. We get our video editing software on a laptop. We bring a camera. Very good cameras are relatively small. But I'm not yet sure how we are going to do the video component in terms of a backdrop, in terms of, like, if I'm at a conference, the system that we use to record Lewis's video may not work right unless I have really fast internet at the conference. Oftentimes these convention centers don't have great internet. So I'm actually very interested in figuring out a simple way to just go to a conference and have like a studio in a box. Unfortunately, we haven't figured that out yet, Lewis.
No, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do.